Hey guys, welcome back. So today we got a 2021 Gv80. So as you can see here, let me just start the vehicle. So we got the warning light there already, and then a bunch of other warning lights came on, right? We got here an indicator, it says 5 system, I guess, not working. So for this one, that's our headlight. I think this guy got an accident, and I'll show you that later. But for now, let's go to our scan tool and let's try to see if what code we have in here. So what else? Let's saw ADIS. Do we have headlight here? Okay, here. I think that's about it. Let me go to ABS2, scan it. So we got a front camera signal error. There's one there. And that's it. I don't know what's this ILCU signal fault. Other side ILCU. Meaning the right side, because right now we communicate on the left side, right? The right side there's no communication. It failed. And I guess the left side is telling us that there's something wrong on the right side. Okay, so we're gonna go outside and I'll show you for the visual inspection on this, and we'll see. So as you can see here, we got a damage here. So what I'm thinking, this one got pushed in, and I think last time when I was checking this, there was some condensation on the headlight itself. So maybe the seal got broken in there, because as you can see there, there's some gap in there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the bumper and we're gonna replace the headlight assembly. Okay, so what we're gonna do first is we're gonna remove the trim piece on the top of this guy on the bumper. So it's just all push-in clips, right? So we're gonna remove all those. Loose. Now I'm just gonna set up the vehicle, lift it up, and we're gonna remove our stuff underneath the vehicle, like the undercover, the side of the bumper, the screws there, and that's it. Okay, so we're on the left side right now. We're just gonna remove these clips here. Alright. And there's gonna be one screw here, so we're gonna remove that. Okay, so we're gonna do the same side. We're gonna do the same at the right side. So we're underneath the vehicle. I'm just gonna remove our front lower engine cover. So it's just a bunch of clips on 10mm socket, 10mm bolt. so we remove our undercover and we'll just look for a big connector here. Let's see if this is the guy here. Where's this going? Okay, that's going to the frame. So I'm just gonna remove that. Disconnect this guy here. Okay. Let's check the other side. If there's one too. Okay, there's one there. So usually this Genesis, they have two on each side. At least when we remove the bumper, it will not, tangle or stress the harness. So now we just have to remove the bumper. I'm gonna lower the vehicle and that's it. Okay, so I think this Gv80 is different. So, oh my goodness, I have to check the service information. As you can see there, this panel here, because usually it will cut off here, that's the time you can pull the whole thing. So I wonder if this guy needs to come off before we can remove the whole bumper. Oh man, so let me see the service information and I hope it's not too complicated. And we'll see. Okay, so as per the service information, we did everything what we did, and here's the guy here. So we have to remove this side panel here. I guess we're gonna remove the wheels and then the wheel liner, and then yeah, we're gonna remove this side piece here on the fender. Okay, so let's do that. First is we're gonna remove this guy. So I guess it's just clips. Let me try to pull it. Well. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it's just clips, right? It's out. Now, this one too, all clips. So, just have to be careful. Uy. all out. And then you get some broken clips there. So I guess you do this kind of job, you expect to break all the clips because we're gonna replace this, right? So it's not only like other models that you just have to remove the bumper and that's it. So make sure that, you know, order the clips beforehand. So I have more time on this vehicle. It's gonna stay here for a whole week, so we're gonna order all these clips to replace this. It's all. Oy. Or you know what? How come I'm not thinking at all? So you can access the back side of this, right? Access the back side. So I think the better way is so that you will not, you know, find new clips or replace it, because it's a tab. So you just have to squeeze both ends and you can pull the whole panel on that side, right? So I think that's better way. I guess that's why they want us to remove this wheel liner. Okay, well, that's a lesson learned for me. So on the other side, that's what I'm gonna do. Just squeeze both ends and then pull the whole thing, right? So I see that I just squeezed both ends. So I'm gonna do the other side, and then after that I guess we can remove the whole bumper now. So I did the right side, and you can't really help but you will break some clips on it. So just the heads up on that. Even though you're gonna squeeze both tabs on the side, some of the clips will break. So order some clips when you do this kind of job. Now we just have to pull this bumper. So our bumper is out. Now we're gonna go to the other side because that's where our headlight sits, and then we'll replace that. Okay, so here's our new headlight assembly. Alright, so we're just gonna go through all the mounting bolts where it sits, right? So we got, I think, 3 on top. Okay. And there's 1 on the side, as I can see in this side here. So we're gonna do that. So I think it's just 10mm bolt. Let me try pulling this. Oh man.
How much time do you think it needs?
Maybe
an hour?
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
There's one at the end near this box here, 12mm. I think that's it. Okay. Let's go now. So there's a connector here at the bottom. Remove that first. Oh man. So, okay, I'll show you. As I remove that connector, as you can see that side there, some corrosion on the pin. So maybe that's one of our problem, right? Okay. So we'll put that aside. I will just inspect this guy here, make sure there's no corrosion in here. Well, there's some corrosion in here, and there's some liquid stuff. I don't know if that's water. So I'm just gonna scrape that with my back probe pin, and then we're gonna apply some contact enhancer. Okay, so here's our guy here. So I'm just using a very thin back probe. I'm just gonna, maybe there's some dirt in there. Okay, that should be it. Then I have my electrical contact enhancer. I'm just gonna apply some in there. Okay. Now we're gonna put our new headlight. Okay, since we're here, we know that there's a damage on the pin. I'm just gonna go through all these connectors here, make sure there's nothing else is damaged inside on this, at the behind the bumper, right? Okay, now I'm just gonna put the connector and maybe the tire, because you're still gonna be looking for those clips for the side panel. just gonna put this connector here. Okay, and then I'm just gonna lower the vehicle and we'll go back inside the car and we'll check. Okay, so I'm just gonna go search this again, and I'm gonna go full code searching, all system scan, and we're gonna clear all our codes and we'll see. Okay, so the full system scan is done. History, front camera, right hand, we have a problem there, and we still have this code for a fault on the right side, and as I can see here there's still no communication, so I wonder if there's a broken wire in there. So let me just erase all this and see. And I don't know if there's some calibration or something like that for the right side. Okay, so that's done. I'm just gonna go to the software management if there's some calibration for the right side, or it's just plug and play. Headlamp, right hand. Oh, so there's variant coding and everything. So I'm just gonna do a variant coding. Okay, so after that thing, it says easy not responding, so something is going on in there. I'm just gonna check again our bumper and see, visual check. If not, we're gonna go the circuit itself. Let me see if we can check that. So schematic diagram, body electrical, headlamp, headlamp, no, this guy here, schematic. So let's go here. So this is multifunction switch. I'm gonna go to our right side. Let's just see what's involved on the circuit. Okay, so clearly have a communication line going in there. We got power, communication lines, and ground. So where's this connection? Let me just see that. Location. Okay, the guy that we just inspect, the one with the corrosion earlier. So what we can do is, we should check, there should be power there, should be ground, and last thing is if there's a broken communication line. So let's go back in the front of the car and let's check. So I have our test light here. I'm just gonna connect that to our ground. So here's my ground here, very end there, I think. Where's the ground? What? This one has an accident? Oh, usually there's a ground there, right? That's why we have this cover minus. So I think this car has been tampered. I don't know why, I don't know how, but there should be a ground there. So we'll just look for another ground. I'm just gonna use our gas engine block, because we're gonna look for a good known ground. Okay, so I have an engine block, clamp it there. So I have this on the junction box. We should have power all the time here. As you can see there, our test light works. Now I'm just gonna hang that. And now we're gonna look for that circuit. So, as per our wiring diagram, it's asking for number 18 black and red, and number 10 yellow. So that's power, right? 30 amp and then 10. So I don't think, because it says here, look at that, there's a designated fuse for the right side only. For the red one, for sure, unless there's a broken wire here, it's not assumed, but they share the same on the left side. So I'm thinking our fuse there is good. So we'll just double check these 2 powers and 1 ground. So yellow and red, black. So red, black and yellow. So we have red, black here. I'm just gonna back probe that, right? Let's see if we have power. Should be ignition on. Unless this probe didn't went in. Let me change that. Make sure our connections are good. Okay. Connections are good. Let me back probe that red black wire. Nothing. You have power there. It's still on ground. Next is, let's check this yellow. Still nothing. Okay. Let's check our ground. I'm just gonna transfer our test light on the other side. So right now, the other side is grounded, right? And we have light, meaning it has an open circuit on the power side. Let me check this ground. Black. My test light works, which is good. So we have ground, but we don't have these 2 powers. Okay. So next is why we don't have those power. And I don't see any in-between connections. Let's go here on our right side headlamp, 30 amp. Let's see if we have that fuse, if it's good or not. Okay, so we're in this fuse box, and this is where the location is. We got our lamp, 30 amp there, and the right side 30 amp. So how's this fuse? So it should be positive there. OBD2 washer, 30 amp, and it's there. So it should be there. So let's check that. Okay, so I can see our fuse there is broken. So I don't know, maybe it's because the first reason why we replaced the headlamp is we get some condensation and it got damaged. So I don't know, maybe it got shorted inside and it got fused in this one. So I'm not sure yet. Now let's remove this guy. So I don't know if you'll see, it's an open. I'm gonna remove the other side. What's that? Left 30 amp. So that you can see too, it's intact. As you can see there, the fuse is intact compared to this guy. It's open. So let me look for this fuse and see if we get power or it's gonna go short again. And let's see. So I don't have a 40 amp spare or 30 amp spare. What I'm gonna do is, you know what, I'm just gonna remove that 30 amp from the left side since we don't have that fuse. And I'm gonna put it in the right side, so I didn't hear any pop there. That's good. And then let's check again our test light if we have power now there. So I'm just gonna put this on the ground. Why no power? Okay, so we have good ground now. So the same thing, I'm just gonna back probe that yellow wire and see if our test light turns on now. Test light is on. That's good, but I'm still worried on this black and red. Why is it not turning on? It's not turning on. Why? There's something going on here. I'm gonna remove this guy. And this is the guy that has some corrosion. No. Where is this going? Oh, it's going all the way there, man. But how come I don't have power there? I should have power in there. You know what? Let's plug this guy in. Let's go inside the car and let's scan if we can communicate to the right side now. So I'm just gonna select left. We know I removed the left side fuse. So we're just scanning these two modules here. I should have no communication on the left side, and the right side should have one, and then parameter missing. So we have to what do you call that? So at least it communicated now, which is good. I'm gonna go to the management and let's do a variant coding. Okay, right hand variant coding. Mission on, okay. Okay. I hope it doesn't ask any more specific stuff. Well, he's asking. So suspension, all this kind of stuff. So what I'm gonna do is, because I don't have a fuse, that's why we're going back and forth. So I'm gonna move that fuse again to left side. I'm gonna check what's in that module, and I'm just gonna copy that and put it in here. So I'm just gonna cancel that. I'm gonna go back and put that fuse, and let's see what they have on that calibration in there. Okay, so I grab from the left side. So we're just lucky that we have left side. There's two components that we can compare. Let's say if you don't have anything, it's either you retrieve the variant coding. That's why there's a backup and input in there. So you retrieve the variant coding from the old part and you input it, or you copy it, right? If not, you have to look for specification of this vehicle and you do it manually. So I got this, took a picture, left front 3.5 steel, standard North America, LD, and not shared. So I'm gonna click that, put shared. Okay, left front, this is a 3.5, G3.5 standard. Still, we're in North America, and that should be it. So press OK. It's complete. Let me turn this off. 5 seconds. Okay. Let's press OK.
Hi guys!
So it went through, right? I'm just gonna go back. Let's clear that code there. Almost done. Okay, no codes. As you can see that there's no more warning light there for the headlamp. I'm gonna start the vehicle. Let's see if we have something in there. Okay, that's good. Let me move to drive. Hold the brake pedal. Okay, that's good. Reverse. Okay, park. Okay, so that's it, guys. As of now, the missing fuse is I just replaced it with 40 amp. I know it's not good, but I know there's nothing wrong on the left side system, right? So I'm gonna replace that with the 30 amp with a proper fuse rating, and then let me turn this off. And then I'm just gonna put everything back there, the clips, our bumper, and that should be it. So I hope you enjoyed that video, and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time. Thank you for watching. Alright guys, so I forgot to mention, because I'm still worried why we don't have that power on our right side, the black and red wire. So I went to our left side, ignition on, and back probe there, same thing. So I don't know what wire is that for, but I can see it's a power feed, right? So I don't know, maybe it's an engine running scenario. So you know what, let me try engine running and see. Okay, right now engine running, same thing, no power there. I know my ground is good, see that, but still no power in there. So I don't know what's this circuit for, but as I can see on the wiring diagram, it says there power, right? So yeah, so both sides are the same, so I guess that's normal, but I don't know why the circuit design is like that. Alright guys, so alright guys, so I'm still not satisfied on why this red wire has no power. So I just want to double check again. So module 11 inside the junction box or inside the vehicle, we got here 10 amp module 11. That's gonna be the one. Let me use my test light. So 1 2 3 4. So the bare top one, 1 2 3 4. That's gonna be our 10 amp, as you can see there. Other side, nothing. So we got a broken fuse. We're gonna replace it and see. Okay, so I replaced that 10 amp fuse and ignition on. We should have power now. Okay, that's good. Other side. Uy. Oh, that's not good. That's ground, man. I hope I didn't pop the fuse. Okay. Power, red, black. So all our circuits are working. So that's it, guys.